Good morning, folks. It's 9:29 a.m. on the 6th month, 30th day, 2025. And it's Rob D coming from Liverpool, England. Not from as a country that's very easy to care about because it's beautiful. Don't have to ask me that one. I'm looking here at some of the wind gusts to be expected inland here south of Sydney. It's very, very high coming through into the early morning hours of Wednesday while you guys are asleep. And I'm just having a pocket up the coast here. Now, it's pretty much been pinned by the radars to stay there, right? Because I showed some beams on my wall earlier, and I'll show them to you again. Uh, I've been having trouble going live, so if this cuts off, just excuse whatever, because it's been difficult this morning. But I want to make sure you guys see what's going on, so you don't have to pay the premium weather services for that. So I'm going to run through the rain and thunder and all that's going to rumble. And man, you're about to get a bet. You better have some winds. You're going to have some of the best surf you've seen since that big storm came past earlier this year. Yep. These winds out at sea here in a couple days when it starts to move toward New Zealand are going to approach what you call cyclone strength, but not what New Zealand would call cyclone strength. See, we're already 12 hours now, 14. Let's see, this is 6 o'clock in the morning. This is nearly 24 hours from now. I could snap this at that. Right, so 24 hours from now, you're still in the shit. Right? Big, big batches, heavy, heavy rain, really windy, lightning, terrible noises. You're going to stay in the house. You're not going nowhere, right? Because you're not an idiot. That's why. Oof, it's going to get bad. See the heavier totals coming in? An entire tendril is going to come somewhere between Sydney and south of the Gong here. Again, as I got to say, this Ulladulla area seems to be wanting the moolah. Yeah, the land grabbing issues. There's a lot of plans for new ports and stuff down here that I have seen, which require infrastructure like rail and roads and monitoring systems as they want to barcode the world, so to speak. Yeah, this is a monster of a storm. It's covering a lot of area. You see it on the map when by Wednesday it's going to be quite a sight. I'm not expecting it to have a clear eye. I'm expecting it to look rather square, triangular. See how it straightens out there? It's going to take a beam to do that. My. And around that time, I got to zip over to Canberra where there's some things going on. And it's going to get very, very stormy as we go into the overnight hours of early Thursday morning and through the afternoon hours of Thursday. Yep, again, right to that one area as you get it from the other direction. And it's going to get cold. Don't be prepared that it isn't winter time where things get cold. Like it's summertime here and they're all freaking out if it hits the 30s. Come on, that's summer. As they try to sell this climate chaos to you. So as we're getting into, well, this will be afternoon hour, rush hour time coming in on Thursday for Auckland. It's a terrible storm's going to be coming through, interrupting your dinner hour. So I suggest you get your hangy cooking early so you got something nice to eat. Yeah, somewhere where it don't get flooded out, preferably. And you're going to pick up some decent totals in this event, I dare say. Yes, did I detract from Nelson's totals? Yes, because I don't even like to have to tell you guys this one, but let's just show you. It's the easiest way to do it is to just show you. Hi, you ain't done yet. Coming on end days here. To these days here. Squantos. And then hi there. Have a batch. Just have it. It's going to be caca for caca. It's for sure. Terrible totals coming again. That ain't right. Yeah, that's about 20 centimeters, 15 to 16 centimeters for Nelson and the thumb area here. About the same. Not good, man. Not good at all. And the wind is, again, going to be a fair factor for the gusts that are going to come through with this storm. Here, let me see if we can put Marty on the screen here. I should really check if it's still rolling. It's absolutely been playing havoc with me in my lives lately. And I just want you to have it on as forecast. And I'll show you why. I'll show you the EMF that causes things. Like Grafton beaming. Bzz, bzz. Yep. It puts a wall of resistance up that acts like a mountain that goes very high into the atmosphere, and things that run into it tend to collide into each other. They back up, and droplets get big enough to fall. So you'll see an increase in that. You'll see increase in wind, because as you channel an opening, it'll increase the velocity of the wind that's passing through it. Not good, not good. These are the gusts. High. Have it again, right up the wazoo, right here in their entrance. The sphincter. Tampanora there. Here, Farkworth. Yeah, I'm going to make fun of everybody's names today. Somebody had to go with my name. Hey, it's Mr. Douche, okay? Hey, you nozzle. That's not too bad. You can handle that. Stuff like this, though, that'll stop a scooter in its tracks. You'd be moving along in a motorcycle going 35 miles an hour and higher. Just stop roaring through Cook Street. So you ain't using this ferry on Sunday morning. If you are, you fall into the idiot zone. They'll probably shut it down. If I show you some of the beams real quick that I've seen up here, before they disappear from the feed, which often happens, watch what Grafton's currently doing. The fryer. See the beam right here? Pointing right at the station. Bzz, 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 bzz. It ain't the only one. This one here is pinning the flow too. You see these beams out to sea? Here? That's catching the southern flow and bringing it in. That nice moist air. And it down here is catching the flow towards the north and bringing it in. It's a recipe for absolute disaster. There's going to be some trees coming down the mountains, sadly. And I'm going to make plenty of noise when they fall. You see how these radar rays just all intersect in one point? Here. I know it's hard to read this one, but it's showing me the beams just the same. Okay, so let me show you how to see that. What do you think? Why not? It's the words I like to use. So we can come over here and let's get that going. Let's see. Let's make it so we can see it. I hear that helps. It does help. If I make these lines here, and I'm just going to go past. Right, I'm just going to go perpendicular with these radar lines that I'm seeing here. Right, these edges. We'll just carry that straight through on that line. And we should be able to reveal the location of a radar station. Excuse me a minute. It's kind of right there, isn't it? Kind of right there, isn't it? Seeing it yet? See the radar array? Right, here's another one. You got a radar over here, man. Right there. And you do these things yourself. See a nice straight edge there? That's a nice one to go past. Take it right on in there. Oops, I touched it by accident. I touched it. I think about a Mother Earth, and it just touches me. And you could just triangulate something. It's easy to see. Even though they try to hide this from you and me, they ain't hiding their lies in disguise. You're just not doing it. So it's guilty as well of energizing and controlling the flow of the storm. And it's not going to be nice for these people back through here, Musselbrook, Lithgrow, Tamworth, and all this, as they're going to cop it. So let's run through it. Let's just see what's going to be showing. Yes, you got a bit of a stormings up along the coastline here, which I'm not expecting to be covered too much in today's show. I'm not, because that's a lot of that is up in the air and where a beam's going to go, and I don't believe that one too much. See, it's just the low is forming now off the coast. It could take a good bit of cam. It was triangular shaped a few moments ago. See, a circulation goes triangular even in the center of circulation more likely. This is when your winds are going to stop. You see Do you see this up here? You see what that means? You know what that means, don't you? Wintry mix. It means bad travel times. Don't be taking the roads through here. It's gonna get slickery. It's gonna be very slickery on Wednesday. Yeah, all those people got all this money for good tires and roads that can't handle it. Well, hint, fucking hint. I'm gonna go for a slide. Ooh, some big storms coming through the corner there on Thursday. It has to as it makes this turns. It's running to an EMF wall down here where it can't do nothing, so it stretches it out as it tries to pull towards this. When I see a move like this, I know Alice Springs is going to be on hard. It's going to be beaming, bzz, 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 big, big, big time on Thursday to control the flow of this high so that doesn't rush over too fast and bring all those dynamics here straight into this storm, because under a natural condition without this high block that's been put in place by the EMF, that should equalize fairly quickly. But it's not. There we go. So it has a path to equalize now, so it'll do it from under here. Yep. Man-made weather is easy to spot. And well, why do they do this? Because we let them. Because we buy their products and allow them. We even entertain the idea of blocking the sun or sending it back out into space. I imagine every green thing underneath this canopy of crap would disagree with you about sending sunlight into space. Why don't you just starve it to death? It seems to be a policy now. Big messianic apron in the sky. I call it like I fucking see it. That ain't a natural formation. If you think that's a naturally existing cloud formation, you need your head examined. That ain't a nice puffy circulation. Nope. It's just not. Let me turn off some of these town names. You really, really see the land a bit. See that plasma there? There's your sine wave right here. Measure from there to there and you know the frequency. Yep. You'd know it quite accurately. Play the opposite at it, and that frequency will go away. You have something right here that went off streaming. Look, I'll show you. This one's just a big combined streaming off. Owning your weather without your permission. See right here, streaming off. I don't need to get Mr. Squiggles out, do I? With my mouse. You have a chem bomb blown off there. Chemical catalysts are needed to propagate the waveforms of EMF that influence the weather. That's almost like what a bacteria looks like on a slide. But it's not a slide. It's stuff that they want to let slide. That they're doing crimes in the sky and they want to get away with it. They did crimes in your body they want to get away with. Look at the fryer here. My goodness, you poor folks. Seismically active much? And even Perth, man, got that big line of crap. Look at this out here. Big square. Squares. It's not a circulation. It ain't round no more. Mighty edgy there, isn't it? Edgy. Don't you see it yet? Man-made weather is quite real. And whether you believe in geoengineering and chemtrails or not, they can kill you anyhow. So it's a good thing I do. This is bad, man. Really, really bad. Very, very bad for the beautiful country of Australia getting treated like a whore. Sold out. Up the river. Hashtag exposed to 28 if you want to know what kind of cover-ups go on. When your countries are run by perverts, you can expect perversions of justice for sure. And as we head in towards the mid-month, again another smackaroo of wintertime weather coming for New Zealand. Yep, but nothing like what you just had, thank goodness. But this here is going to be something to contend with, because all this is telling me this is rotating this direction, bringing all this inland. And when it meets that there, it's going to set up another big storming event for the coastline here, right about here, coming up about the 16th, 17th. Okay, so I will be watching this very closely. They're saying sooner, but I'm disagreeing just because of what I see in the long term. Yes, we're running. I got to make sure. What else did I forget? What else have I forgotten to forget? You ever ask yourself that? What did you forget? Temperatures. Temperatures are kind of important because what's going to fuel the storms there is going to be how high up here north is the cold going to go. When you start seeing eights up here, you got big problems. Yeah, got a couple tens popping up. A rain can drop temperature too because evaporation is a cooling pressure. It's very cold in this area I call the trough, which is the western valley areas of your beautiful mountains. They're gorgeous. If you don't believe it, open your eyes and fly over. Or get your eyeballs off your phone and have a look around you. Nobody will ever have to ask me why I care about Australia again. Why don't you? Be my question. Boy, the perfect setup for decent snows right now. I'll have to tell you that. But I hadn't checked. I just know you got some great surf coming to the Sydney area. Yep. Let's have a look. Let's have a peek. How much powder has the ski resort ordered geoengineering wise, and when is it coming? If people might want to know this, that you have a major snow event coming. I'm narrowing it down there. Well, what do you expect? Even Geostorm. Check this cloud formation out over here. It just took a right turn. Right turn, Clyde, and we're all getting punched in the face. Golly, look at the chem bombs out here in the desert. Bzz. This ferry's supposed to be dry. What's up with this? Geoengineering's what's up. Mighty straight line here, huh? Nothing to see here, folks. Don't look on a satellite or anything. Or don't look on a radar. They might not show you anything either. Look, it's like there's no clouds in the rest of your country over here. But if I put on a satellite image, it becomes kind of clear. There are some clouds over here that should be showing on a radar, but they've got the sensitivity dialed down so much that they don't think you're going to notice this square over here, Maury. Or just out here at sea, this crap that I was showing you. My God, look what they are doing to my forests. Look what they're doing to my whales. Look what they're doing to you. What you gonna do about it is all I got to say. I cannot decide that for you. I'm getting rantatious. I feel some swears coming on, and that's just not needed. You guys got a couple days of hell to pay down here, Sydney, and the geoengineering is the reason why. Those school strikes you had were in support of the Paris Agreement, which litigates the chemtrail, litigates blocking the sun, and tells all the wonderful methods. How would you like 55,000 mirrors out in space to reflect sunlight back out into the universe? We're going to fuck around and find out, I swear to God. There's terrible totals coming, folks. Terrible totals. That's too low. Yeah, for some of these areas in here. Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I had the other day. I'm calling for a quarter of a meter to a third of a meter and some swats through here. I'm calling for a swat through here with over 200 mils. They're just not showing you. They're not being accurate. So I'm sticking with my guns on that. So, batten down the hatches, folks. It's winter time, right? Expect cold weather. Perth got some totals showing out, so you get some contentions. Make sure your drains are clear so the water can drain away. Don't let them blame climate change for lack of freaking goddamn maintenance. I get tired of that one. Because I look at my world, man, and I see it needs some maintaining. And if you consider yourself one of the guardians of this planet, act like it. Look at this Hitlerian plasma green mess here. That's sky glow. That's sky glow. Yeah, that's aurora type man-made aurora effect. Come on, how many different colors of clouds can you make happen in one spot? As I look around my world, my beautiful world, and I see what we're doing, it's like a mushroom cloud of chem going up here. Boom! Talk about a chembombogenesis. Nah. Some of the bombos like Sodom and Gomorrah, maybe. I don't know. It's just, this is really bad. As I'm looking here across here, yeah, I ain't gonna try that name. Hey, how about the Caspian Sea? I can do that. Prince Caspian. The lion bitch in the wardrobe. The lion bitch buying wardrobes for $10,000. Yes. Oh, look at the cam everywhere you go. There's a big device out here somewhere. I have never been able to find it, but it beams a lot of stuff. And now we're over the Black Sea, choked out, absolutely choked out. Look at the different colors here, the wavelengths of light that are absorbed by the chemical mass of these ice crystals. It's different than that one, wouldn't you say? And if not, well, I'm sad that you're colorblind. Reflecting a whole lot of sun out of the space here, huh? Hey, that's reflection going out from where the sun is overhead when the satellite went past. It's nice to see some clear seas over the Med. What a great big arc curve over here. Oh, they blasted you much there, Alicante? Oh, no, that's Arrecife. Beams. Beams. Let me go look at me. How did they do me last night? Oh my God, did I get smashed? Wow, look at the chemtrails. Holy shit. Okay, no. Bristol channel needs changing. Sky look like a big diaper, man. How are we looking in Ireland? Fried, man. It's Friarland for sure. Limerick is busy. Yeah, there's a lot of chem up here, man. A lot of chem. The whole Atlantic is smashed. You go over here to the United States, they didn't get treated much better. A couple more days before it's illegal for chemtrails here, and I'm on it like a hawk. Operation Skywatch I've been doing for years. But until that happens, breathe deep, Palm Bay. It won't be over soon. How we doing here at Mar-a-Lago? Oh, yeah, fried. Absolutely fried. Yeah, burnt golf course. Maybe they'll react if the golf courses had problems growing grass. I mean, people would care more. Look at the big scalar square over here. Fuel-emitting storms over there, Juarez, that you're going to give to the United States. They don't need no passport for that to cross the border, that's for sure. What we got out here in the Pacific? Ship trails. Cloud brightening. Ship trails. What else we got out here? This is a whole day of being smashed. A whole day of my Mother Earth being treated with disrespect. And I'll tell you what, one of these days, that Mother Earth's going to demand our respect, whether we like it or not. So that's what you're going to get. And we get what we ask for. If you ask for climate change policies, you're going to get what I just showed you. If you say no to that, you will not get that. What would you like? Yes or no? Do you want geoengineered weather, or would you like these trees and Mother Nature to decide? And even if you don't believe this, if what I'm saying was true, would you want that to happen? Of course you wouldn't. God, just listen to that. We don't want this to happen. This is our mother. You want to act like the guardian of this, then act like it. By our actions we will speak, and talk is cheap. Big love. Stay safe. Peace.